Hey, welcome to Driven Compete channel. If you haven't been on my channel before, I really recommend you check out some of my other videos. There's a lot of how-to stuff on there. Today we'll be working on my Golf R. I'm going to discuss the simplicity of doing your own tire rotations. There's oil change information along with other performance mods to not only the Volkswagen but to other vehicles as well. So check out my channel, hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can stay up to date on all the latest videos. And if you see something that you think would be interesting to somebody else, hit that share button and share it with somebody that you think would enjoy my videos. With that said, we're going to talk about tire rotations today, and you're going to need a couple tools. It's typically a dirty job, so I have some gloves here. You're going to, if you're working on a Volkswagen, you're going to need a couple tools. This is a tool that I actually made after a number of these guys were damaged. So traditionally you have two types of ways to hold your wheel on a vehicle. You have a stud coming out of the axle of the vehicle, and you have a lug nut that screws fast. And then you have wheel bolts. And a lot of the Euro and Japanese cars use a wheel bolt now. So I'll show you what they look like. But they have a cap to hide them, and these caps are just pressed on. And what happens is if you don't use a tool that's made for these, right, and I'll show you here. I had a tire shop, whoops. Okay, so I had a tire shop working on this car, and you can see they damaged the cap because they didn't have a tool to take that off. They used like a screwdriver or something to pry it off. So you want to make sure you have the right tools. And if you have a wheel lock, you want to look for your wheel lock for your locks on your wheels. And typically they'll either be in a glove box or typically in the trunk. And what that is this is a key to let you take the lock off the wheel so nobody can hopefully steal it. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go through the steps. I've already put the car in the air. Typically vehicles have a jacking point, and they're typically in back and in front. Some vehicles will put an arrow here or in here somewhere pointing, but basically it's a double layer of steel that's meant to be reinforced so it will support the vehicle's weight. And you want to always use those jacking points if at all possible. I'll show you at the end of the video what I mean, but for right now we need to take the wheel off. So I'm going to put my gloves on, and we're going to go at this really quick. I have an impact gun. I love this. If you don't already have one, go to Home Depot, pick one of these guys up as a kit from Rigid, and get yourself a wheel lock, or I'm sorry, a deep well impact. I use it to take the wheels off, on and off all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and remove them, and that's what a wheel bolt looks like. It's threaded, and instead of just a standard lug nut, take the wheel lock off. Okay, go leave that in there. Now I rotate my tires religiously, and I put them on at 90 pounds. So typically they'll come right off with a little help. If you're on it with a torque gun and it won't move, if you grab it while you're running the gun and you help it to turn, it generally will break loose. There you go. So they're off. Now today I'm rotating. I'm taking off my winter tires and I'm putting on my spring, summer, fall, all season performance tires and the factory wheels that came on the car. And I think there's a couple steps that I want to talk about. If you're rotating summer tires and winter tires, you want to mark them. And I'll show you what I mean here, but for right now, I'm going to mark this, that it's the driver's rear on the tread. You can use white out. I'm using a Sharpie that's a color that will stand out against black. Okay, so these are what I took off the car. And as you can see here, I marked them. Driver's rear, 6,200 miles till rotation. Because I had just rotated these. I do 7,500 mile services with a full synthetic. And I try to rotate my tires every oil change. And I know people out there will say you got to rotate them every 5,000. The dealer will only rotate them every 10. I'm trying to split the difference. I'm going 75. Now, before I put them on, you can get this in small containers, but this is anti-seize. And I'll tell you why this is going to be your gift. Because if you have a car with some miles on it, or if you're in a dusty environment, these want to stick fast. So what I would like to do is I like to put a little bit of this, and you don't have to do it every time. Just, you know, the first time you rotate your tires, put some on. What that will do is when you set this up under the hub, it through time, heat, dirt, water, whatever, you'll get some corrosion in there, and what it will do is it won't let you take the wheel off the car. And if you've ever experienced that, it's a pain in the butt to get off. So I just wanted to try to help you out there. So if you remember, we left the keyed wheel bolt in the key. We're going to set this up on, and we're going to start this. And again, whether you're on a lift or you're at home on a jack stands, you know, I used to rotate them. I've rotated them on the ground. I sit on the ground and I use my feet to pick the tire up to get it into place. Here, that's not a problem because it's on a lift, obviously. But you can do this from home yourself. You know, why would you do that yourself? Well, to save money. Perhaps a little pride in being able to say I maintain my own vehicle. And I'll tell you why I do it. Not just because of I can maintain my own vehicle, but I don't trust anybody. Every time I take it somewhere, I had a bad experience at a local tire shop. My winter wheels and tires needed balanced because they didn't feel right. So I took them in and I said, can you check the balance? They called me back. They said, hey, they're done. Come pick the car. Pick the car up. I bring it home. I wash it. And I realized that they've damaged my wheels. There's some scratches on it. When they removed the wheel weights, they didn't take the adhesive off. They're just sloppy. They broke a couple of these guys, like I had shown you. And I just quite frankly was frustrated. So I decided, in trying to get an organization to, they'll give you your money back, but they're not going to step up and repair your wheels and make your vehicle, put it back to where it was at before you came in. You're more likely to get somebody to giving you a bunch of excuses. Oh, we didn't do that. Damage was already there. Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, we're ready to tighten these up. I use a torque stick. If you don't have a torque stick, you want to get a torque, a ratchet that allows you to set torque settings. And, you know, you can get those at any place that sells Craftsman tools, Cobalt, Husky, okay. But I picked these guys up. They came in a kit at Harbor Freight, and what they do is they allow you to only torque within a certain range. So I picked the 90 foot-pound, and basically how it works is instead of sitting here and torquing them till it clicks and says, oh, you're at 90 pounds, these just go right on, and it won't let you tighten it past approximately 90 foot-pounds, as you can see. Now when you're doing this, you want to do a star rotation, so you want to go opposite. Okay, now I'm back up here. So I'm going to put this on. Okay. Back to here. Back over to here. And then I always go back over it. And if I don't see any movement, after the first two, I stop. Sometimes I'll go back over them all. Okay, so there you have it. Now with a Volkswagen, like I said, they have these caps. Again, you may not have a Volkswagen at home. You may have another make of vehicle, but the steps are all going to be very similar. And hopefully you found the video helpful. And again, I welcome you to check out some of my other videos. You might find something that's helpful. Or if you got a buddy, like I said before, that wants to do some things, please tell them to check out my channel. You might be surprised that there might be some useful stuff there for you. As always, I just want to say thank you for watching. And as always, different to compete, watch, like, subscribe. Have a great day. Okay guys, and as promised at the end of the video, I said I would show you these jacking points. You can see right there it is. It's reinforced. I'll give you a shot of it from underneath. And it's pretty obvious because of the way it's made that that's where they want you. They even have an arrow pointing to it over here. Same thing up front here as well. Let me slide up here. I have an arrow pointing to it. And there you have it. So hopefully I've given you the courage you need to try this at home.